Welcome. Let's take a closer look at the MPC Prostata Corrector formula. Now, the prostate is a male gland which surrounds the urethra through which the urine exits the body. It secretes seminal fluid which carries sperm made by the testes. So Doc Wheelwright considered the prostate to be a weak link, he called it, in the male body. In his research, he found that the prostate and the male microbiome, the intestinal microbiota, were closely related. So even back in the 1980s, when he released this first formula, that he was already on top of what is now 21st century research regarding the microbiome. He also taught that the immune response to the prostate was perhaps not as strong in some men as it is with other organs, and so he often recommended probiotics for the bacterial theories of the time in conjunction with this formula for overall male health. One of his special considerations for this formula that was a little bit groundbreaking at the time was he focused on fungal involvements to be a major factor with the prostate. He was concerned about the use of antibiotics for people who had prostate hypertrophy, as they were prescribed by their medical doctors again and again, but the prostate was continuing to have trouble. Back in the days of the Candida awareness, this was starting to bring up the fact that the antibiotics were causing fungal overgrowth. Doc linked that to be a consideration for how does the prostate maintain its most optimal health. So in Doc's experience, he wanted nutrition support for the prostate to have broader ramifications for the body. So Doc would often consider, in working with men, the prostate health not as being something isolated, but being something for the more holistic or totality of a human being, of the male body. From that perspective, he approached this formula. So he brought in the RNA, DNA, cellular identity factors. These are proteins that relate directly to the key organs of the prostate, orchic substance, pancreas, thymus, and pituitary for this formula. He went to the South American herbal tradition and selected the pau de alho, which is the Galicia integrifolia. It's a rainforest tree known as the garlic tree. In Brazilian herbal tradition, it supports microbial balance with the prostate. So this is a normalizing formula that is not so well known in the northern hemisphere herbology. Doc was thrilled to find this component. It's rich in lycopene, which is a cell and artery supportive carotenoid and antioxidant array derived from tomatoes and carrots and red fruit. The herb pygeum is used, and that's a very famous African tree bark with a long and well-established basis for supporting healthy prostate function via its impact on 5-alpha reductase. So studies show that the saw palmetto can be very beneficial for the prostate. Unusually also an ingredient, rhodium chelate. It's a rare trace element that has a spot price of 1.5 times that of gold. So research suggests, though, that this trace element is linked with longevity, hormonal balance, normal human growth hormone production, and protection of cellular DNA. It has ginkgo biloba, which is the maidenhair tree. This comes out of the Chinese herbal tradition, often thought of for brain health. It's also an effective male reproductive support for sexual health. It's cited as an adaptogen. It helps maintain balance in normal testosterone to estrogen levels. In this formula, Doc employed many of the popular supportive agents, saw palmetto, golden seal, pygeum, echinacea, but his unique research included other nutritional considerations, and he literally scoured the earth and long-established herbal traditions for an even more complete, more supportive approach to helping the body maintain its normal, healthy prostatic function. Thank you.